Welcome back, friends. I'm back with the series of alchemy, and I'm going to talk about the next functional group, that is esters. Esters have always been a problem at exam, and students find it very difficult to name them. And this continues till IAS, A levels, and even DP. So I hope this helps all of you. Esters is another functional group in which we have a C double bond O, R. Here R and R dash are any number of alkyl groups. They can be hydrocarbons which could have 1, 2, 3 or more carbon atoms. Esters have fruity smell and are found in all the fruits and the food essences which we put in various cakes, etc. So it's very, very vividly used. Esters are made by reacting a carboxylic acid with alcohol. A carboxylic acid, for example, ethanoic acid, reacts with another alcohol, for example, ethanol, in presence of a dehydrating agent, concentrated sulfuric acid. Friends, concentrated sulfuric acid is a very effective dehydrating agent. There are many more dehydrating agents like silica gel, which is used in our things that we buy like sports gadgets, shoes, water bottles to absorb moisture. But for larger scale productions, we use concentrated sulfuric acid. The ester that we get is ethyl ethanoate. Now the name sounds a little complex, so we should know how to name the ester. The first part of the name comes from the alcohol, and we remove the OL part and we write it with a suffix YL. So if it was ethanol, we say ethyl. Methanol becomes methyl. The second part of the name comes from the carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid, we remove oic acid and we write it as O8. The suffix becomes O8. So for example, if it was propanoic acid reacting with methanol, we get methyl, which is the alcohol part, and propanoate, which is the acid part. Hence, methyl propanoate. Well, naming might sound a little easier, but drawing becomes much more difficult. Let's practice the naming of these esters. I'll give you 20 seconds to think of the name. You may pause the video and think of the products. Please unpause it and see that the first one is methyl ethanoate. If you got it right, hats off to you. The second one is propyl methanoate. And the last one, ethyl butanoate. If you could get all three correct, then you are perfect at naming esters. The esterification process can be shown through a chemical equation. A methanol and an ethanoic acid give out water. Hence, it is called dehydrating reaction. And this carbon, which is bonded to oxygen through a double bond, directly bonds with this oxygen. Here, look at the bond. It has carbon directly bonded to oxygen of the alcohol. This C double bond OO is the functional group. The alcohol has one carbon, hence methyl. The carboxylic acid has two carbons, hence ethanoate. Methyl ethanoate. To draw the structure, we first draw the displayed structure of carboxylic acid. But we do not draw the OH in it. So this ethanoic acid here is drawn without the OH. This carbon then starts bonding with the O of the alcohol. So then draw the alcohol without H. So this alcohol doesn't have H here. This alcohol goes and connects to the carboxylic acid carbon. The only thing we need to flip and then write the alcohol adjacent to the carboxylic acid. So our carboxylic acid is this and the alcohol is flipped and the O is attached with a single bond. Propanol in this case is flipped and written. So the name propyl ethanoate. Please note that the carbon bonded to the double bond O is also counted while naming the carboxylic acid. Please do not forget that. Drawing structures, remember, acid is drawn first, then alcohol. We can draw it the other way around, but then it confuses us at exam. This structure is for ethyl ethanoate. Let's see how to draw it. Ethyl butanoate. First we drew butanoic acid, 3 carbons with the 4th carbon bonded to a double bond O. This same carbon gets bonded to the OH part of the alcohol. Alcohol is flipped and drawn. So I have 2 carbons and an O which is attached to the carbon of acid. Hence ethyl because 2 carbons, butanoate because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. Ethyl butanoate. Last one we will do is methyl propanoate. So there is 1 carbon in the alcohol which is flipped and there are 3 carbons in the carboxylic acid. Methyl propanoate. So next time when you're drawing the structure, please do it without any hesitation. Draw the carboxylic acid part, just don't write OH, flip the alcohol and remove the H. That gives you your ester. So I'm signing off for now. Thank you for watching. Please continue watching Alchemy. Bye-bye.